Alright, if you watched the warm-up video, then you can tell that my Guardian looks a little bit different. Um, for this week, I'm playing Clash and just going over my thought process. Clash is very messy because the objective is to win. The objective is to get the most kills for one team. So that leaves a lot of room for players to figure out how to, win, how to get kills. Unlike Control, which is more structured, you have 3 flags. You really only need to capture 2 and then play Clash to win the game with those zones in mind. Clash doesn't have that. It's just go kill the enemy. So with that in mind, I am equipping mods that will enhance my gunplay for Mida. Mida is my go-to PvP weapon. It's just very consistent. It covers ranges. It's good at hip firing and gives me radar while aiming down sights. I think we're doing a long range map too, so that actually works out in my favor. I'm running Gunslinger with these fragments and these aspects right here. I'm trying out the Compact Defender sidearm. I saw that it had hipfire on it, so I will be trying to hipfire a lot with it. And I have the refurbished A499 because I'm a Star Wars nerd as well. Okay. Yep, Widow's Court. So this is one of my favorite maps. It's pretty open, pretty wide range angles to fight. So Mida is the best choice for this map in my opinion. I was gonna say off spawn. Off spawn, we're right now at church, and I like to look at these steps whenever I spawn from below, just because I know that the enemy team will want to play this position. That position right there, that area of the map, is one of the strongest ones, and one of the only ones in the map where you can have, sights from above to below. So it's pretty tall. You can see down below. And I'm stuttering because I'm trying to see where they are, but I don't see them. Oh, they're there. Okay. I got radar ping, so I have at least 2 people up the steps. I am going to challenge them by myself. Well, not by myself. There's a teammate right here. So we're going to help them out. And, right, I don't know if you can tell, but unlike Control, Clash has all players running around the map. Like, we have a teammate in the middle, we have 2 people back there. Now we're kind of congregating here on tower, but it really is a free-for-all, except is 2 teams fighting each other. So the lack of structure does give us a few problems, like where to stand, where do you look, where do you go. And, some players like that. Some players enjoy that and are really good at just, circling the map, going with the flow, and just collecting kills as they go. And other players just struggle just because there's no structure to it. It's hard to predict where the enemy will be. I can find an enemy in front of me in that church. I can go back here and find an enemy back there or on the corner. So it's just one of those game modes that leaves a lot of opportunities for how to play. A lot of playstyles can thrive in this. So what I'm going to do to just build consistency in Clash and give me some structure is I'm going to pick what I think is the strongest part of the map, which is this top area right here, this plaza. If you look at the radar and right below it, it'll tell you what area you're standing on or what part of the map you're on. So I'm in plaza right now. Plaza, I think, is one of the strongest parts of the map because on the right side here, you can see that structure and you can see that spawn point behind there. So you have access to 1, 2, and on this left side, you have access to 3 and 4, and 5 if you count this around the corner. 5 channels of information to tell you where the enemy is. And the best part is that the enemy has to come to you and climb up steps or go up slopes to challenge you. So the map layout structures this zone as a long-range battle first, and then guaranteed short-range battle. And having that structure, or at least consistency, given by the map layout or map design, can give you an advantage if you know how to play it. So with Mida equipped here, I can challenge anyone spawning on any of those 5 points that I pointed out earlier. So I know how it's going to play out. It's going to be a long-range battle for me. Now, once the enemies cross like this right here, these steps, or go up the steps, I know that it's no longer a ranged battle. It's going to be a short distance battle. And that type of consistency and just recognizing that will give you a bigger advantage than most players, because you know how it's going to play out. You know the steps that will be taken in order to challenge you, and you can adjust appropriately or accordingly. So right now we're playing, defense in the way, right? So all these players will have to play offensively in order to get us out of this tower. And many will do, and many will kill us, but this gives us, or at least me, some structure and some idea of what I need to do in order to win Clash, or at least stay on top. You can do everything right in Clash and still not win, because, it's a team game, and you might be the best layer, but your teammate might not be, right? And so if they're consistently dying and giving kills to the enemy team, then, there's not much you can do other than outslay the enemy team. But again, going back, it falls on your teammates as well to pick up their slack and do their part. So on this side right here, it's called Rubble. I unofficially call it Tower. Some people call it like Church, but that's Church. So this broken tower is also, I guess, I would say the second best spot to stand on. You have similar lanes of access, like you do in Plaza, but a lot less room to move around, right? Like, the only good spot is, like, right here and down the steps, and that's it. And then you have some cover here from supers or someone using heavy, or anyone with, flying abilities. Oh, there's a guy right there. Traded. So I think I'm going to spawn. I don't even know where I'm going to spawn. Spawn back here. Okay. Yeah, Clash is one of those game modes where it gets messy, it gets confusing, because the lack of zones just let people roam around and, I guess, encourage people to go find kills. So I'm going to try and create structure here by controlling the upper zone, Plaza. We're pushing up from this side of the map, so I see one right here. Short range battle. So if you put yourself in the shoes of that player that just killed me, what I said earlier makes a lot of sense, because that player knew that people were going to be coming up, so they put on a shotgun, or they had a shotgun ready, and that's all. They just needed to play according to their shotgun play style, because it's a short-range battle up here. Now, as people leave, you can morph into more mid-distance and long-range battle play styles if you have the correct instruments equipped. So now we have secured control of Plaza, which means we have access to those 5 lanes. The 6th lane I don't think I talked about was right here, the spawn back here. But the main point is that there's a lot of ways you can take advantage of Plaza and win. So by playing Plaza and playing a more structured and playing this sort of defense game, we are going to slow down in a way. We're going to slow down the pace of the game, and therefore setting the pace of the game. A lot of players don't like that. In my experience, players don't like playing slow. They don't like staying in one spot. Generally, the average player will not like standing still. Even though we're not standing still, we're constantly moving, checking corners, rotating from side to side. And, it's a game. You want to enjoy it, but if you're trying to win and you're trying to be more competitive and improve your performance, you will have to learn to adjust and play to the strengths of the map and not to what you think should be, the right thing to play. Let's see here. Yeah, there's one guy right there. See his helmet. Okay, he jumped up. That's easy kill. If you ever spawn back there, keep in mind, I can see you if you jump up, right? So if you wanted to get to that broken tower or rubble, you have a better chance of making it if you go around the back or through the church than hugging this wall right here. If you hug the wall, I'm going to challenge you and we'll try to kill you. So we see that the same guy I killed earlier actually went through the church now. Maybe that was a intentional, or I guess just a habit. Like once you die the first time, you learn, alright, let's not do that again. Whenever these purple things come at you, don't, you know, the first step is, yeah, move away from them. If you can't move away, or once you have moved away, you want to shoot them. They don't do a lot of damage, but they can really mess you up and mess your teammates up if you don't take care of them right away. They will despawn after a few seconds, but you don't want to give the enemy team that area control or denial and feed their devour abilities. So just shoot that purple void or any constructs in the map if they appear. So now that we got taken out of Plaza, we spawned at Rubble. I'm gonna try and play Rubble here for a bit just to, you know, put some battles in and a few shots in. Heavy's up in 20 seconds, so I think I'm gonna stay in Rubble and just challenge here. Kill that same Guardian, looking for that one, and I lost. I should not challenge that, I should just stay in cover. Coming back up. Yeah, Heavy's up now. I'm gonna pop my super just to put some pressure on those going for Heavy. One. That's not 2. Where's the 2? No, it's not 2. Well, it's over before I got a 2, but... Oh, GG's. That was a good shot. And that is how I play Clash. So we'll do this again in the next game, game number 2. And hopefully we can get top leaderboard.